Hey folks, got a quick little video I'm going to make for you here, and then I'm going to go eat for a moment. I've had time to make videos today, and today has been one of those days where I'm kind of waiting, and I've had to fill paperwork out, and in my spare time I've seen some things that, I wanted to make a few videos on. So you gotta make hay while the sun shines, folks. That's the way this whole thing works. And so I'm going back to work full time tomorrow, and there's not going to be as many videos, and you got to make them while you can. I'm going to talk to you today about the Amish people. And these Amish people, you know as well as I do, they don't much like electricity. But then again, too, they don't speak all that much about their beliefs or talk much to people outside of their beliefs. Now, I got to know some Amish people real good at a sawmill in Pennsylvania. And actually, I got to know them well enough that the grandfather even offered for me to come and eat with them. And his grandson told me, said, "Granddad must really like you." And I said, "Why?" He said, "Because he never offers for an outsider to ever come to the table to eat with us." He said, "He must really like you, Jerry." And so I really felt honored by that, guys. That the family owned a sawmill. They're humble people from out of Germany. And they just don't like electricity. Now, if you take a look at some of the stuff that's on the internet, it's going to tell you that it's ridiculous, that they're superstitious and all this and that and the other. But, I can't help but think what exactly is going on here, folks. Because if you take a look, they say that they've had really bad experiences with electrical disturbances. And with just electricity. And what few experiences you can find on the internet or you can get them to talk about, most of the time these experiences, folks, are demonic experiences. They are. And they also do that also. They don't like mirrors. They say these mirrors give them these experiences as well. Demonic experiences. So they don't like that either. And from what I can tell, I'm not going to tell you who told me this, but they, and this come from an Amish man, folks. They are very adamant about what they're saying about that. That they know their history and traditions has taught them many things. Now, I can't help but go back to my theory that the old hollow, CAUST from back in the 1930s and 40s was this one tribe of Dan, which is left out of the 144,000, and my theory is they were putting the other 11 to death. So it was one tribe of the Jays putting the other 11 to death. And actually, the Twitchy Man, he was one of these, of the tribe of Dan. And this, folks, is where you end up getting your this tribe is these people right here. And when they ended up financing the Twitchy Man, they ended up actually calling their regime after the suffix of their last name. Now, I've showed you this in Greek before. If you break this down, ash means bewitched. And the KE, no other way around it. Everything points to this, kinetic energy. And this word right here, which I've did videos on this before, even on this channel, even about the Nazarite of Samson, so you'll want to check that out. That means the act of what we were talking about a minute ago. The hollow, yeah, C-A-U-S-T. Bewitched by kinetic energy into a. Yep. And folks, I hate to tell you this, and I don't mean to scare you or anything, but it's the same group of people that's going to bring about the Great Tribulation period. And it's already in the making. And you may say, well, how in the world is that, Jerry? This regime was put down in Germany. This regime was never centered in Germany. This regime was centered in Switzerland. Germany was just a patsy for it, folks. Every bit of it. It was the bankers of Switzerland, which are of these people right here, and they're the same ones that own your Federal Reserve Bank today. Now you know how evil that eye is on the back, don't you? Which, by the way, is on top of the Israeli court building, too. Because the Rothschilds ended up getting the state of Israel off of the new Balfour, the Balfour Agreement. And now if you take a look at the Israeli court building, you'll see the pyramid with the all-seeing eye on top of it. Kind of gives you a whole new light to just how much good old Mr. John Hogg E is lying about all that, doesn't it? So if this is what this means, you know, which it does, I can't help but wonder, these people right here are also from Germany. And you have to pretty much think that they've been burnt before. I'm talking about they've learned their lesson about this whole kinetic energy thing, and that maybe that's the reason why these people don't like electricity. You ever thought of that? Maybe there's something to it, guys. Now you may say, well, now Jerry, how in the world did the kinetic energy cause that right there? Well, there's many ways that it can cause it. Number one is propaganda, TV and radio, which is happening in this country now. They control all that, and they're happening. It's happening all over again, folks. History repeats itself. It's propaganda. And let me tell you this too. This is perhaps another way. You know, the nervous system you have in your body has got electrical currents in the nerves and stuff that's in your body, right? Well, they would use gas on them to kill them. And so kinetic energy could also be described as energy that is in your nervous system. So that could be the aspect of kinetic energy as well. It's something to think about, folks, but I'm going to tell you something. The Amish people are from Germany, and they're from the German, Austrian, Switzerland area, northern Italy area type of Europe. And there's a reason why, folks, that these people don't like electricity like they do. And I can't help but think that what I'm telling you down at the bottom here has everything to do with that. It would be a huge coincidence if it's not. And I think the world is about ready to find out why these precious Amish people don't like this. These people. And you know what the sad part about it is, folks? After everything that they've been through probably with these bad experiences, here they are going to have to go through this again, and that's really sad. Because these people are pure at heart people. And to see them enslaved again by these deceivers, you know what I'm saying? Again, it's heartbreaking. It literally is. It's heartbreaking to see them have to suffer through whatever they've suffered through again. And something tells me that is exactly the reason why they don't. It kind of brings a whole new light to the idea of I seen Satan fall like lightning, doesn't it? And who the prince of the air is, folks. Which air is an element of Libra, of the fall constellation, like I've tried to tell you before. You better be finding out, folks, who the prince of the air is that works in the children of disobedience. The prince of the air. You know who he is. I saw Satan fall like lightning. Thank you for watching my video.